Ikinalulungkot ko po na hindi ito na-actionan ng gobyerno. Pero for the record, nung November ko pa sinasabi lahat ito, nung buhay pa si Jose Cabral. Ang pinag-usapan sa telepono ay ang budget ng distrito ko. Ayaw ko naman na maapektuhan ang budget ng distrito ko dahil sa ginagawa ko ngayon. Noong October 16, nag-press briefing ako tungkol sa mga contractor appointees ng DPWH na ako ay nagpapasalamat. A few weeks ago, inamin ni Secretary Vince Dizon at ng DPWH na tama ako. Dalawa ng mga appointees ng bagong liderato ng DPWH ay mismong contractor ng DPWH. At yung isa na nagpasok sa kanila na nag-resign una na si Yusek Ari Perez ay konektado kay Congressman Edwin Garjola at sinubukang ilapit si Congressman Garjola kay Sec Vince para makakuha ng kontrata. Anyway, yun po ang backstory. When I was giving that press briefing, may tumawag sa akin na mataas na opisyal ng DPWH on behalf of Sec Vince Dizon. At ang pinag-usapan sa telepono ay ang budget ng distrito ko. Ayaw ko naman na maapektuhan ang budget ng distrito ko dahil sa ginagawa ko ngayon. Pero ako po ay nagtitiwala na dahil tama naman na malaman ng publiko ang budget ng bawat distrito. The fact na tinawagan ako tungkol sa budget ng distrito ko sa gitna ng ating press con alone is proof na ang budget ay ina-allocate din for purposes other than the need of the districts. At minsan, ito nga din ay ginagamit bilang leverage over members of Congress. Pero nagtitiwala po ako na hindi maapektuhan ang budget ng distrito ko dahil sa ginawa ko ngayon. Pero yan pong dahilan na pinatawag ako noong October 16 sa gitna ng press briefing para ipaalala sa akin ang budget ng distrito ko. But despite that, nagbigay ako ng file sa PCIJ at nilabas nila noong Nobyembre. Yusek Claire Castro will make a fool of herself because Secretary Vince and many others will confirm the authenticity of the files that I've uploaded. The reason why I said in my response, sana hindi lang sa distrito ko kung hindi sa buong bansa, was because ang sinabi sa akin sa telepono that they will, I'm just trying to recall the exact words, but if I could just paraphrase, that they will grant extra budget for my district. That's what was being offered on the phone. And I said, I don't want it just for my district. I want the DPWH budget to be fixed for the whole country. I was being offered extra budget on that phone call in the middle of the press con. In the same breath of talking about my allegations against the new leadership in the DPWH, I was being offered extra budget. In the same breath that I was questioning the DPWH budget, I was being offered extra budget. I think that's the more connected thing. I'm asking for extra budget for classrooms in the 1st District of Batangas. And on the phone, I was told, we will give you extra budget for your district. If you read between the lines, that means you don't question our budget and we'll give you your budget. That's what I'm saying. My argument from the beginning also publicly stated is that there should be logic behind the budget allocation, and the current system disadvantages certain regions. NCR has the lowest, but there could be arguments for and against that. And then Region 4A is the second lowest after NCR. And there are many districts in Region 4A that are much like the rest of the country, and so should not be treated like urban districts, like mine, the most rural district in Batangas. And yet we have a very low budget per capita. That's why I've been arguing we should redo the whole DPWH budget system so that districts like mine can get additional budget. Okay, so if you look then at what my proposal is, dagdagan ng budget ng distrito ko at ng ibang mga distrito na disadvantage sa current system sa buong bansa, at tinawagan ako para sabihin yung para sa distrito ko ibibigay nila. Huwag ko lang guluhin yung DPWH budget system sa buong bansa. Exactly, and that's why tuloy-tuloy akong nag-question pa sa DPWH budget system sa buong bansa. At yung matatamaan dito, yung mga lugar na maraming parking ng mga contractors, because big parts of this DPWH budget have been going to places that are not even highly populated, but because that's where the contractors have seen that they can have the most lucrative projects. And instead, if this system is applied, then it will instead go to districts or areas even that need them, and not necessarily where the contractors can make the biggest profit. So the fact that I am continuing to question the DPWH budget system is me showing na hindi ako mabibili ng anumang budget. Ang ICI at Ombudsman ay gumagawa ng mga investigasyon pa tungkol sa mga irregularities, linking, for example, the proponents of projects to the contractors who are eventually awarded the projects. The budget data is a starting point. There might be some cases where prima facie the proponent is linked to the contractor, and that is an irregularity. But in other cases, there might have to be some further research on if there is a relationship between the proponent and the contractor, and maybe AMLAC can help find out if there was a financial transaction behind the insertion. But I think the most irregular thing here is bakit itinatago all these years yung budget per district data ng DPWH. At babanggitin ko lang din po na nung September, sinabi ni Sec Vince, isa sa publiko niya ito. Marami pong nagtatanong sa akin, bakit ko hindi ito isinapubliko nung September pa? Kasi sabi ni Sec Vince sa akin na isa sa publiko niya. Aaminin ko din po, marami sa Kongreso, nung sinabi ko gusto ko mag-privilege speech para isa publiko ito, nakiusap sa akin na huwag isa publiko ito. Kaya mas gusto ko sana na si Sec Vince na lang ang magsasapubliko nito para hindi ako ang sisisihin ng ating mga kasamahan. Kahit hindi po ako kasama sa kwento, gusto ko lang lumabas ang istorya na to. At hindi po ito naitanong pa ng ibang mga media, pero naisapubliko na nga ito ng PCIJ noong Nobyembre. At meron po silang anonymous source para sa kanilang file. Meron pong ibang mga file sa kanilang istorya na galing sa ibang source. Pero ang ibang mga files ng PCIJ sa kanilang story noong November ay ako. Kaya kahit hindi po ako kasama sa story, okay lang sa akin. Gusto ko lang maisapubliko ang data ng budget per district. Noong November din, pinakita ko sa ICI at sa Ombudsman ang buong file na nakuha ko mula sa opisina ni Yusek Cabral, at sinabi nila sa akin then, only then did they see it. And I'm thankful that this Tuesday, the DPWH finally turned it over to the Ombudsman after all of this happened. I think that I was the one who, in good faith, showed it to them in November, and yet I don't know why people are asking why I'm only talking about this now. I gave an interview in November also talking about this list, in fact several interviews, and was saying that Yusek Cabral knows more about the DPWH budget than any other official, and that she should be made a state witness. At ikinalulungkot ko po na hindi ito na-actionan ng gobyerno. Pero for the record, nung November ko pa sinasabi lahat ito, nung buhay pa si Yusek Cabral. Again, yung irregular, bakit hindi ito inilalabas after all these years? Ang taong bayan ay may karapatan na malaman saan napunta yung 3.5 trillion pesos. Pero, aaminin ko, maraming mga kasamahan ko sa Kongreso, galit. Dahil ngayon, nagtatanong ang mga taong bayan sa social media, ang laki pala ng budget, saan napunta? Maraming siguradong nakiusap din kay Sec Vince na huwag isa publiko ito. Pero sinabi sa akin ni Sec Vince noong September na gusto niyang may isa publiko ito. Kaya ako gusto nung una na si Sec Vince na lang ang magsapubliko nito para hindi ka questionin pa ng ibang mga ahensya ng gobyerno katulad ni Yusek Claire Castro ang authenticity na ito. Pero si Sec Vince mismo ang nagbigay sa akin ng ibang mga files dito. Hindi nga si Yusek Cabral ang nagbigay ng ilang mga files dito sa akin. Si Sec Vince ang nagpabigay sa akin ng ilang mga files dito. Kaya, I'm sorry, but there's a reason I suppose na hindi pa nagpahayag si Secretary Vince sa media. I don't know why Yusek Claire is not coordinating with him. Yusek Claire Castro will make a fool of herself because Sec Vince will confirm the authenticity of the files that I have uploaded. That I don't know why she hasn't updated us on whether she's talked to Sec Vince, but the fact that she keeps on making statements, casting doubt on these files, might mean she might not have even talked to Sec Vince yet. And the dozens of other people that have these same files, Yusek Claire Castro will make a fool of herself because Secretary Vince and many other people will confirm the authenticity of the files that I've uploaded.
Sir, Yusek Castro also said that but hindi na lang daw kayo mag-file ng case.
As I said a while ago, the budget data is not the full picture to file a case, but it should have been given to the ICI and the Ombudsman since September, as I discussed with Secretary Vince Dizon in September. I understood when I talked with Sec Vince in September that the files would be given to the ICI and Ombudsman. And I went to the ICI and Ombudsman in November and showed them the files. I think maybe they don't even know that I did that, but that was already published. It's not my fault if they don't know what I've already published. I showed them to the ICI and the Ombudsman already in November for them to make their case. And I hadn't done it in September because I thought DPWH already did it. So I did it in November, and I'm thankful that now the DPWH has turned it over to the Ombudsman. So I would actually appreciate it if Yusek Claire Castro will give an update correcting herself because Sec Vince said that he was going to do it. I learned in November it wasn't done, and I did it, and they did it now after the public called to do it. But I hope that they can correct themselves given that I was saying all these things since November.